The first time I figured out like Say Cheese could really like break artists, I was doing it on accident.
Okay.
The TKs, the Splurges, the YBN Nightmares, it's so many different artists that broke on the Say Cheese platform, the YK Osiris.
Right.
It's so many, the Quando Rondo, it's so many artists, Rod Waves. It's so many artists that broke on Say Cheese, but at that time it was an accident.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like where it was premeditated and I'm like, we have a plan going on. Either your music is good or not.
Right.
Like Rod Wave was a steady pace. He didn't blow up till like 4 years after the Say Cheese post. So that's really when I realized, when I'm like, okay, damn, like if I post them and their music is decent and they're getting it, because Say Cheese, their comments are brutal. Like the comment section is brutal.
Yeah, right.
So if you could win them over, and it don't gotta be overnight, but if you could win them over and get, let's say, 100 fire emojis, you're doing something. You're moving in the right direction.
Right.
So I just remember we posted YK Osiris one night. The next day, every label wanted him. He was just in the studio. He didn't spend no money on this record.
Yeah.
He had his friend put up a cell phone and he was just singing his heart out in the studio. DJ Drama and Don Cannon called me the next day. He was like, they were like, hey, we want to sign your artist. I'm like, who? At this time, I'm not even signing artists.
Yeah.
So I'm like, who was my artist? He was like, the kid from Jacksonville, YK Osiris. And I'm like, that's not my artist. Like, we didn't even charge him. Like, we just threw it up there.
Yeah.
And it did like 800,000 on Say Cheese overnight. And the next day, he flew out and he signed a $3 million deal.
Damn.
Well, I'm lying, I think it was 1.5 at the time and he renegotiated. And at that time, I'm like, okay, we got something. At that time, Glock 9. Then we got Spot 'em, Got 'em. He just went 3 times platinum recently. So I'm like, okay, we got something. And then, next thing is next. You just feel like, all right, damn, we could do something. But yeah, I don't think Say Cheese is not really a label. I'm in a real big situation with Interscope right now. They want to throw me a big bag for something. But I'm just really trying to read the lines because I don't want people to touch Say Cheese. That's my own entity.
Yeah.
I don't want it to become a commercial thing. I want it to be for the underground talents. You know what I mean?
Independent type deal.
Yeah. So we're trying to negotiate something right now, but Say Cheese isn't really a record label. Yeah, I do sign artists to build their leverage to upstream them to a major, but it's not really a record label yet. I'm just too busy.
Gotcha.
I don't want to promise artists things and because that's selfish of me to start a label and then these artists they're betting on me.
Right.
And then, I fall short and then you know how that goes.
Right,
so I'd rather work with an artist and build their leverage up, because the labels aren't how they used to be. They care about followers now and Instagram likes.
Yeah, they want those vanity metrics.
Yeah, the algorithm and all that. And to me, it's corny. There's so many artists out here, if you really build them up, they could be something. But the label want them hot and ready. They don't want to build them up no more. You see what I'm saying? So that's my job. I like to build them up and find little niches and things where I can really, where people will buy into the artist. Like Spot 'em, Got 'em. People laughed at me at first. He's not the greatest rapper, but he has the image. He has the swag. Nowadays the music comes last. I didn't make the rules, but the music comes last nowadays. They want the bullshit, antic gimmicks and the viral tweets. Like now, if you look at Money Man on blogs, he's not even on the blogs for his music. It's the tweets.
It's the tweets, And
so it's like I didn't create that. I get a lot of flack for it, but I didn't create the rules and the algorithms and the whatever. It's just that's just how the Instagram works now. So I wish it was music first, but it's just the way shit is now. I don't know.